Go.
This lesson is called Have Seed Will Travel. The purpose of this lesson is to describe the purpose and function of a seed. List 4 essential ingredients necessary in order for a seed to grow. Describe the 5 methods of seed dispersal and have them be able to give an example of each. Relate seed dispersal to human activities and give at least 2 examples of ways that humans have affected seed dispersal around the globe. Introduction of this lesson, what you can do with them is write on the whiteboard or on the chalkboard of wherever you're teaching seeds and have the students describe different products such as clothing or food that may have come from seeds. For example, milk. So they could map out that milk comes from a cow who eats grass who comes from a seed. So you want them to write out each of their ideas and how it relates back to seed. For activity 1, it's called the seed discussion. It helps students get thinking about adaptations that help seeds disperse. For this, you also want to tell the students about the 5 different things needed for plants to survive, which can help them get thinking of why seeds might disperse. For activity 2, it's called the Milkweed Race. And for this, you won't need a milkweed seed. But you can pick, a good place to pick them is over by Walker's Lodge. And if it's windy out, you can have a race with them. So you open up the pod, and inside there will be the seeds that get dispersed. So you hold on to it, each student 1. And then on the count of 3, they will let go and see which one travels the farthest, or you can do which one travels the quickest to a certain destination. So 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Oh, Jamie's got it.
Mine doesn't have it. This next portion is called a seed hike. But before you go out on the hike, you want to talk to your students about different ways of seeds can travel. Using this poster, you can talk about the different ways that the seeds disperse, such as hitchhiking. There is also examples of each of these in the box. Once you have talked about the different ways that seeds disperse, you want to tell the students that we're going to go on a hike to try to find different types of seeds and how they disperse. I'm going to take you to an area where there's a variety of plant life, such as shrubs or flowers. A good place is over by Walker Lodge by the prairie. And you can have them examine the different kinds of plants and their seeds. You want to remind them that we are researching and we're not collecting. For this activity, it's called the unknown seed activity. So you're going to be using this kit, and depending on how many students, each student can get one, or it could be in groups of 2, and you will hand them out any of these seeds. And what you're going to do is you're first going to run over an example with the dichotomous key, and you will run through the dichotomous key with the students, and then you will have them try to do one on their own. You want to talk about the different ways that each of these seeds are dispersed and have students come up with an idea of how these seeds are dispersed and why they're dispersed that way. For this portion of the lesson, it's called Build Your Own Seed. So what you'll need for this is build a seed bucket with a variety of different craft supplies, scissors, glue, tape, straws, along with beans and construction paper. You hand each group of students one of these cards that will say, make a seed that can hitchhike on an animal. So they will use this adaptation to create a unique seed of their own. If your students are feeling creative, they can also come up with a different way that a seed could get dispersed. And at the end of this lesson, you want to have the students come up and share about their adaptations. An optional portion of this lesson is to talk about invasive species and how they spread. You can talk about garlic mustard and other invasive species found here at Suez and how they are dispersed. Or you can skip this if you are running low on time, or use it as your conclusion. For your conclusion, you want to make sure that you cover the main objectives again, which are describe the purpose and function of a seed, list the 4 essential ingredients necessary in order for a seed to grow, Describe the 5 methods of seed dispersal and have them give examples of each of those, and relate seed dispersal to human activities and give at least 2 examples of ways that humans have affected seed dispersal across the globe.